The first breakfast idea is something that I call Weet-Bix and berries. So for this, you will need 3 Weet-Bix biscuits with some almond milk. You can of course use regular milk. What I do then is pop it in the microwave for about 35 to 40 seconds. Once it is out, I then break down the Weet-Bix to form a porridge-like consistency. And then I add in some frozen berries. Of course, you can use fresh berries, but the heat does melt down the frozen berries. And then for some sweetness, I add some honey. I love honey with berries and Weet-Bix. And then for extra fiber, I add in some chia seeds. And there you have my first breakfast idea. I love how simple yet delicious this recipe is. This next breakfast idea is probably one of my favorites. I just toasted 2 pieces of wholemeal bread, popped on top of that some organic natural peanut butter, and then I sliced up a banana. This one was a small to medium banana, and just popped the banana on top of both slices. And there you have what I call peanut butter and banana on toast. Probably one of the most delicious breakfast recipes ever. This next breakfast idea is a fruit salad. So I've got 1 green apple that I've washed, and I'm just chopping it into small pieces. To the fruit salad, I'm also adding in an orange, and I'm just chopping it into similar sizes as I chopped the apples into. And then I also added in some strawberries, 3 to be exact, and just chopping that into small pieces as well. Of course, with this fruit salad, you can tailor it to your favorite fruit, so choose fruits that you enjoy. I'm then adding in the strawberries to the bowl of all the fruits I've chopped up already. And then to that, I'm adding in some blueberries, because blueberries are super good for you and they are so delicious. I love, love, love berries, as you guys would know already. To this fruit salad, you guys can also add some plain Greek yogurt and some honey, but I just decided to keep it simple today. So this next recipe is by far my favorite. So I toasted 2 pieces of wholemeal bread, and to that I'm adding in this new thing that I've discovered, natural Nutella. This tastes very similar to Nutella, but it is made by all natural and organic ingredients, which I am winging. And then to that, I'm just chopping up slicing up some strawberries to add on top of that. And I love this because I feel like I'm treating myself, but it's still healthy. It almost feels like a dessert. So I love, love, love having this. For this next recipe, you'll need to start off with some Greek yogurt. I added in 3 tablespoons of Greek yogurt into a bowl. And then to that, I added in some organic toasted muesli. I then added some sliced banana to the mix, and then of course some chia seeds. And they have probably one of the most quickest and easiest breakfast ideas. For this next recipe, I used 4 thin rice and corn cakes, and then on top of them I spread over some labneh, which is Lebanese yogurt. I'm pretty sure you can buy this at Coles or your local Middle Eastern grocer. And then this is where some footage got cut, but all I did was slice up a cucumber, add that on top, and then sprinkle over some cracked black pepper. And there you have yet another really simple breakfast idea. I love having this with a big mug of black tea. For this next recipe, I'm going to show you guys how I make my own granola slices. The first thing that I did was just take a handful of almonds and walnuts and crush them up. I then added in 2 tablespoons of crushed pistachios, and then to the mix I added in 1 cup of fruit and nut muesli, and then I also added in some coconut. I'm pretty sure it was a 1/4 cup to be exact. To bind the mixture together, I then added in some honey. I'm pretty sure overall I put in maybe 1/2 cup of honey. I just made sure that I put enough to make sure that the mixture came together. I then, for flavour, but also to bind it together as well, added in some peanut butter, the natural organic one you saw from before, and then I just added in a splash of almond milk. I then mixed the ingredients all together. I made sure to use my hands because that is probably the best way it's going to bind together. Of course, you can use clean hands or gloves like me. Either one is fine. And then once all the mixture came together, I had pre-lined a square baking dish and just popped the mixture in there and spread it out with my hands. And then once I got it nice and even, I popped it into the fridge for a few hours. You just want to make sure that it is nice and set so you can actually form slices. And this is what it should look like when it is nice and set. I then tried my best to evenly portion them, so I came out with 9 slices. I then took them out of the baking dish and popped them on a white plate. These slices are perfect to have in the morning with your coffee, or if you are in a rush and need to have breakfast on the go, these are so easy to pack and take with you.